Hey Fish Fam, this is Nikachu, Merfolk Master. I'm here with my brother. And guess what day it is today? Oh yeah, it's Tuesday, so we are trolling it up with Troll Tuesday. We're trying to evolve Hardened Scales Modern Merfolk into Simic Ascendancy. If you love Troll Merfolk on Tuesday, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Before we get into our deck tech, we're going to thank our sponsors, themanabase.com. And the Manabase is your home base for everything Magic the Gathering and the MTG Mastermind. You want to be coached by players that go to the Pro Tour and win Grand Prix? You're going to want to learn from those in the MTG Mastermind. So this list was... well, not the list, but the idea was proposed by Cloak Phantom. He's back at it again. He says, can we play with Simic Ascendancy? Well, we can play with it. I don't know if it's going to do anything, but...
What set is this card from?
Ravnica Allegiance, I believe. So it's an enchantment for a blue and a green. Green-blue generic activated ability. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. And whenever one or more +1/+1 counters are put on a creature you control, put that many growth counters on Simic Ascendancy. And if you're at the beginning of your upkeep, if Simic Ascendancy has 20 or more growth counters on it, you'll win the game. Sounds good. You like that?
It's broken.
Broken! You heard it from my brother first here, people. And then we have also REL, the Whole Clade. I hope I'm naming that correctly. Legendary creature, human merfolk.
What?
3 mana. So for a green and a blue, tap it. Double the number of each kind of counter on target artifact, creature, or land. Unfortunately, can't double enchantments, so I would rather not play with this card, but you know what? This is Troll Tuesday, and Cloak Phantom says, we're playing with the card, so alright, that's what we're doing here. And so I was wondering, what kind of deck should this be in? I thought, well, let's put in the Hardened Scales deck with Benthic Biomancer. In the past, we played just mono green Merfolk with Hardened Scales. Now we're trying to branch out with blue. We've got Benthic Biomancer, and we can play with the Lords, which actually maybe gives us enough power to win the game. In the past, those Hardened Scales decks unfortunately had the problem of, we didn't have any good 2-drops. We were doing good on turn 1, we're doing good on turn 3, but nothing in between. I think turn 2 is very important. Let's play with Lord of Atlantis, and we go from mono green to just pure Simic. We are playing Simic Ascendancy after all. But accompanying it, we have Merfolk Branchwalker. We're playing Branchwalker over, say, Silver Guild because it has Explore, and putting counters on this is going to trigger Hardened Scales and have synergy with Simic Ascendancy and REL, so it can get bigger after that. But most importantly, we also have Metallic Mimic at the 2-drop slot. As it enters the battlefield, you choose a creature type. We're going to choose Merfolk, so all our Merfolk entering the battlefield will come into play with a +1/+1 counter, which will trigger Simic Ascendancy, which will have synergy with REL. And Benthic Biomancer, same situation. We could play Benthic Biomancer after the Metallic Mimic, and we start drawing cards. Yay! Yay!
This is... What set is this Hull?
Oh, this is Gatecrash. This is old. It's an old one. Oldie but a goldie. And it literally is gold. What, you think this is busted?
I've just never seen this.
Can't get bolted.
Never seen this card before.
Hang out with the Commander players. You'll see this card. So we got Vineshaper Mystic, which I was very pleased with last time because it's very hard to kill this thing. When it enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target Merfolk you control. It's like a really crappy Thales Lieutenant. And then we got Jade Light Ranger, where it can explore twice. So we can either find lands or put counters on this thing and get really beefy thanks to Hardened Scales. And hopefully charge up our Simic Ascendancy. But I can't really depend on Simic Ascendancy, so I won't. Because of Simic Ascendancy, I'm not going to play with many Mutavaults here. Well, I guess I could throw 2 Well, we have 20 lands. I guess I could throw 2 Mutavaults somewhere in here. I guess I just won't. Looks like there's a lot of colors that are intensive in this deck. So, proposed by Michael Jacks, another patron, longtime fan and friend. He wants to see Ether Gust. It's an instant, choose target spell or permanent that's red or green. Its owner puts it on the top or bottom of their library. So, whether it's on the stack or if it's on the battlefield, you can target it, and then its owner gets to decide if it's going to go on top of their library or on the bottom. Either way, think of it this way. It's like a bounce spell, but it doesn't go into their hands, so their draw step sucks. Their draw step is the card that we just put. They don't get any new cards after from their draw step, so it's a pretty big disadvantage. We're gonna see the power of Ether Gust if this is worthwhile against the red or green decks. So this is our like soft counter spell against green, I guess. This is just what we're gonna do. Yep. Green or red, so we'll bring this in against burn as well. We don't have any counter spells because we don't have counter spells. Where's our counter spells?
They're in the Simic deck.
Yeah, that's
the
right.
Other Simic deck.
The other Simic deck. That's right. But this looks like a lot of fun. I think we have an adequate number of 1-drops, and hopefully this will bring us to victory. Simic Ascendancy. Let's try to win one game with Simic Ascendancy. Come on, let's do it. Let's hope it happens. Do we have any interactive creatures? Nope, we don't need interactive creatures. We're just doing it. We're just all pure power and jank. That is the spirit of Troll Tuesday. I'll see you in round 1. We lost the die roll. This is a bit sketchy. I guess we're going to keep it, but feels like a pretty slow hand in Modern. We have no turn 1 play. But we're up against Prismatic Vista, so we could, I guess we could be up against Whir? It's one possibility. Snow Cover Forest. Still could be Whir. Come on, 1-drop. We are not a very interactive deck. This list just looks like a normal Merfolk hand. Oh, no, I want to play Breeding Pool. Let's play Breeding Pool, Bass. We'll be punished if we draw too many Botanical Sanctums. Because we'll, one of these Botanical Sanctums... Oh, Hardened Scales. We can't take advantage of that at all with this hand, so we're just going to ignore it. Spell Snare? Well, I most certainly didn't see that coming. Was it Sultai? Another VRL. We're flooding out on VRL.
Now he's confused.
Yeah, you better be. Is that worth countering? Probably not. Anyway, we can't make use of this Hardened Scales right now. This is not a good Hardened Scales hand.
That's a new one for Merfolk.
Yes, it is. Actually, it's not. We've played with Hardened Scales before. Ice Fang Coddle. Or Coddle? I'm on 4-color control. Well, I'm not. If that's what you're asking. Give me another land so I can play like Lord of Atlantis into Simic Ascendancy next turn.
Seems fair. You should know what I'm playing.
See, no, who cares? Well, if it's a control deck, that's not too bad. That gives us... We have a better chance than usual against a deck like this. Lightning Bolts. I guess we're just going to play the VRL. Well, there goes the Ice Fang Coddle. Is this even worth playing? I guess so.
It's Troll Tuesday. Play the cards.
Yeah, let's play the cards. If they kill it, that's good, because we have another one on the way. Our opponent's going to be really embarrassed if they lose to this. I just feel that. I feel that way. Jesus, the spice. Our opponent says, Jesus, the spice.
That was Christ's alternate nickname, yeah. He was the spice of life.
Yeah, he was the spice of life. We might be in fine shape if we can draw a land to play 2 Lord of Atlantis at once. But who knows? Maybe this is a Bring to Light deck. Maybe they'll bring to light that this deck is a little out there. Okay, what is the Snapcaster Mage going to do? Because VRL has 4 toughness. The Lightning Bolt, you say? Is that going to my face? Because it's not going to VRL. Not that I know of. So what was this point of this? You're using up your lightning bolt resource. Is it going to go at my face, or you just play Snapcaster Mage and then finally realize this thing can't be killed? Alright, it's going straight to my face. They don't mind. They got spells to spare. Land. I don't really have a choice here. Attack, Vrov! Attack!
2/5.
This is awful.
It's a wall.
We'd have a decent attack going if I drew a land last turn. So what, do they have like more bolts or something? What's going on here? I'm not under that much pressure. Well, there is a creeping tar pit on the battlefield. I shouldn't ignore that. That's like 5. That's 5 damage on the board between the creeping tar pit and the Ice Fang Coddles. So this is a Sultai deck. Therefore, I probably should play around like Maelstrom Pulse. If I can.
Here come.
Assassin's Trophy. Yes. I will gladly let that happen. Because I'd like to play these other cards in my hand. Metallic Mimic. Let's get things going. What the hell is going to happen here? Snapcaster Mage into nothing? Do you realize you have no mana? What is this? Kolgan's Command? Discards a card. I guess we'll discard Simic Ascendancy, because that boat has got to have sailed. Yeah, we'll get rid of Simic Ascendancy. They can see that. That's okay. That's okay. So we'll start with the Metallic Mimic. And play Lord of Atlantis. We'll get 2 counters. Thanks to Hardened Scales. So 4/4 Lord of Atlantis. But 2-turn clock on the board between the Creeping Tar Pits and the Ice Fang Coddles. So we need our opponent to like feel like they don't want to attack with this Creeping Tar Pit right now. Oh, excellent. They're tapping it for mana. Dead of Winter? How many snow cover permanents do you have? Well, a lot. Okay, so everything gets wiped. Oh, except them. Forgot. Each non-land... That's crazy. That's busted. That's broken.
Troll Tuesday.
Troll Tuesday. Okay, now I don't think we really have much of a chance. Thinking Benthic Biomancer, loot, discard REL, draw a land, play Master of the Pearl Trident, but we're so far behind. But I guess let's do that. Like, we don't have any interaction for this Creeping Tar Pit right now. Sort of getting what I want. This is just late. What do you think? Would I have won with the Simic Ascendancy?
No.
Yeah, that's right. We can put a decent chunk of power in play, but everything gets getting wiped from the board. Opponent still playing conservatively. Is there anything that we can do to stop this stupid Creeping Tar Pit? I don't have Trickster in this deck. It's going to be Dead of Winter again. Okay, that's fine. We can concede this game. So what do we got? We do have some things. We have things and stuff. So, Ether Gust, do you help us at all? Choose target spell that's red or green. Its owner puts it on the top or bottom of their library. Doesn't stop Dead of Winter. Okay, I do want Spreading Seas.
You got 3 of them.
I could bring in Oof. Oof would hurt the Astra Blades, so it doesn't filter their mana. Okay, so this is a control deck, so I'm just gonna take out the Ascendants. I'll take out the REL. I'll keep 1 Ascendancy.
You never know.
You never know. Well, I can put a +1/+1 counter on anything. Okay, we'll keep the Ascendancy. We'll take out... have 28 creatures. Take out 1 land. I guess we need the Cavernous Souls. Take out... a Breeding Pool. There, okay. Oh no! Oh, you know what? I should have brought in Grafdigger's Cage. That's a fine answer to Snapcaster Mage. Well, they have Kolaghan's Command. So maybe it's not that bad. We'll keep this. Looks good. Turn 1 Hardened Scales, turn 2 Merfolk Branchwalker, turn 3 Prophet. I don't know if it's necessary to keep damaging myself like this, but I will anyway. Ugh. Don't even get Hardened Scales off. How disappointing. How disappointing. What is this? Assassin's Trophy? On the Hardened Scale. Okay. That's a bit annoying. So, well, we can take them off black mana. So they can't play Dead of Winter next turn. Or actually, hold on, cancel. I could play 2 Lords, and even if they play 1 snow-covered land, Dead of Winter doesn't do anything. So I guess that's the line we'll take. Oh, I can't play 2 Lords. Oh no, I can. I have 1 more Breeding Pool left. This is painful. If I got the Forest, I can't play the Lords. So Dead of Winter will just do -2, given the board state, if they play a snow-covered land. And then next turn I'll attempt to play Spreading Seas on the Creeping Tar Pit, maybe preventing them from being able to play Dead of Winter. More snow-covered forests. But no islands. Astroblade, okay, so that it gives them the 3rd. Well, now it's going to be difficult to actually play around Dead of Winter, because they have the Mana Fixer and they've got the snow-covered thing. So we'll attempt to Spreading Seas this. We'll have Island Walk this turn.
Well, shit, he says.
Well, there's 4 asterisks. It could be a lot of things. So they can't block with the Death Touch creature. But it doesn't mean they can't play Dead of Winter next turn. Okay. We get in for 10. I'll play Hardened Scales, preparing for Dead of Winter. Next turn, we can play Benthic Biomancer, loot away this forest. Hopefully make a comeback if Dead of Winter is if that's something in their hand. They're playing fast, so sort of feels like they have it. Yeah. Well, we're not out of it. Like, we still have some resources. And they are at a very low life total. But they've got, like, tons of 2-for-1 cards. How do I deal with this? I guess I just play the Mimic. Because the Mimic will act... It will put a counter on this thing anyway. So I don't actually have to spend mana on my Benthic Biomancer.
Pretty good.
Well, not bad, but not great. Is it still snow covered if I Spreading Seas it?
Probably not.
Now I'm wondering, how good is Oof in this matchup? Like, if they have to keep searching out basics like this, maybe Spreading Seas plus Oof really shuts them down on mana. They wouldn't have any black mana right now. But then again, I think Aether Vial is good in this matchup. If I had Aether Vial, I just play things at end of turn after the Dead of Winter. Okay, I'm just going to be using my mana efficiently here. And I want to draw cards, just in case the board gets wiped. Appears that it is still a snow-covered... Yeah, it's still a basic snow land. It's just an island now.
That's stupid. Bring to Light.
I don't know if this deck is running Bring to Light. I think it's just Kolaghan's Command. Okay, so that's some good news. So if we top deck a Lord, that might be victory. An Island Walk Lord, that is. Well, let's see what this does. Jade Light Ranger! I'll put that in the graveyard. We draw this thing, so that's good. I wonder if it's worth attacking here, because if they do find Snapcaster Mage and Dead of Winter, then at least the Ice Fang Coddle is off the board. And they still have no blocker anyway. Like, I need... I don't know. If they have no removal, then I think trading these things is best. But I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure. I'm just trying to play around Dead of Winter. Like, if I'm going to get the board wiped, I just want this Ice Fang thing off the table.
This thing.
Yeah, this thing. I want this thing off the table.
That's what you say to Chip Meatball.
Jade Light Ranger is conveniently out of range of Kolaghan's Command. Not out of range of Bolt, though. Fetch. Okay. Vraska. Well, I wasn't playing around that. Destroy target non-land permanent with converted mana cost 3 or less. Well, that makes my attack bad. Really bad. Well, I had no idea this card was being played. cancel. We're just gonna let it die. So now I need to put like 2 things on the battlefield. You may sacrifice another permanent. If you do, gain 1 life and draw a card. This thing's ridiculous for 4 mana. Another Jade Light Ranger is not too bad. Draws the value. Merfolk. This Jade Light Ranger will be very big. Put that in the graveyard. Draw Cavern of Souls. That's fine. Okay, pass.
How big is this tree?
Now you can't even like bold
Damn.
this thing.
6/5.
But they're playing fast, so... Or maybe they're playing fast because they have no other options. They need to find a board wipe. Well, I don't know. They don't need to find a board wipe. Okay, they found something. Snapcaster Mage, dead a winner. Get on with life here. Again, no black mana. How much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, they had enough. I guess if I drew... Oh, could I have played around that? I could have put spreading... Maybe I could have left... Ether Vial on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Could that have gotten out of range? How big is J-Light Rail? Maybe not. If I left it on top twice. Because it's a 2-1. So it became a 4-3 from the Metallic Mimic. Then it became a 6-5. Then it would become an 8-7. So it's still a die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. That's too bad. That's close. Now Vraska can kill anything that we play. These are all very cute cards. I'm saving this. Look, this thing's not guaranteed. Okay, I'm just going to concede this game. We have better matches to play. This is not going to be good at this point. Vraska's just going to draw a bunch of cards. So that was round 1 with our Simic Ascendancy deck. Unfortunately, I don't know if this is the matchup for maybe it's the matchup for Simic Ascendancy, but we need like sort of a hand that can wait a little bit more. It was awkward to be having these Explorers because I want to have this already in play. I don't want to wait next turn to put this in play. Because Ether Vial would help us a lot in this matchup. Just playing things at end of turn. Look how low our opponent's life total is. It's very, very low. But we just... so all we need to do is flash some stuff in play to bring in the last few points of damage. But anyway, that was round 1. Let's move on to round 2. Alright, we have like a real Simic Ascendancy hand. Yeah, I guess I'm going to play Simic Ascendancy on turn 2. You can keep this. And a cool thing between Simic Ascendancy and Benthic Biomancer, we can just keep targeting Benthic Biomancer and we keep looting cards.
If you can get the combo going.
Drawing that cheddar. Yeah, if we can. This is very true. Opponent may not let us do squat. Too bad we can't be on the plate. Chancellor of the Tangle. Uh-oh.
More of the stupid nonsense.
Yeah, why do they get to go first?
Well, because they rolled a higher number.
Yeah, they did.
That's your answer.
So what, is it over? Is it over?
Well,
Neoform's coming back big time. Hold on, okay, I'm going to yield through this turn. I'm going to go get some water. Let's save some time here, people. We don't have any force negation in our deck. I'm back. Are we dead? Oh, we're alive. That's good. That's some good news.
it's a Stormin.
Here's the Allosaurus Rider. Or is it going to be Allosaurus Rider beatdowns? What took so long? Oh, they might have been looking us up to see if we're a Force Negation deck, which in that case they realize, yes, we are, and I guess against Force Negation decks, you should go for it on turn. Well, no, what is there any difference? Like, why wouldn't you go for it on turn 1 if it's not a Force Negation deck? All right, let's hope
Pro plays.
Pro plays, yeah. This is gonna be an easy match. So we've got game against this because we've got the Grafdigger's Cages in the sideboard. Summoner's Pact. The Pact. Should I bring an Ether Gust for this matchup? I guess so. We're gonna let our opponent do their thing. Just imagine someone brings this to like F&M, and there's like an 8-year-old kid across the table, and
Magic sucks.
They just walk away. The person just goes turn 1 win with this thing. So that's how it goes sometimes. That's how it goes. That's just how Magic is sometimes. Is there any way our opponent can brick? I guess if the bottom card is Laboratory Maniac. No, it doesn't matter. They got a bunch of simians. If they have, I don't know what the construction of the decks are anymore. Oh, that's a lot of life. Oh yeah. Nourishing Shoal. Manamorphose. So you can draw the rest of your library. Get that you have enough mana for Laboratory Maniac. Pay twice, that's it. GG, good game. That was a well played game of Magic there. That was fun. Let's do that again.
Let's do this all year.
I can't wait to come back next week. So no artifacts, but Grafdigger's Cage is something we're probably gonna just mulligan for. Choose target spell or permanent that's red or green. Okay, that's actually fine. We can counter Allosaurus Rider, so Aether Gust looks playable here. So what do we not want? Okay, we don't want baloney. Okay, we gotta take out Simic Ascendancy, take out REL. I don't know which one's worse. Vine Shaper Mystic, or I guess Jade Light Ranger, because at least when we get to Vine Shaper Mystic mana, maybe it will help put the last points of damage to win the game. That still has synergy with Hardened Scales. 24 creatures, that seems fine. Oops, put something in here. What did I put in here? Spreading Seas? Get out of here. Okay. Submit it. And we're probably gonna try to mulligan. I mean, if I have Ether Gust and Ether Vial in hand, I'll probably keep that. That's probably worth keeping. Yeah, so Ether Gust fortunately can hit the Allosaurus Rider. Have no interaction here, mulligan. No interaction here, mulligan. We will mulligan for something. There we go, keep. Dump the Mystic and a Branch Walker, I guess. Chancellor of the Tangle, so they have 2 mana next turn. I'll play Cage. Stop them immediately. Start off with Cage. Because Chance of the Tangle gives them the ability to combo off here. Potentially. Metamorphose. This could just be to dig for an answer to Grafdigger's Cage. Metamorphose again, because the deck doesn't do anything without. So long as Grafdigger's Cage is on the board. Although they can, like I have lost in Neo form once, where they played 2 Allosaurus Riders and they just played a bunch of lands and actually beat me down with it. So this was another. If I couldn't play Aether Vial, there was the possibility that I just don't even play the Aether Vial. We'll put that on top because that's going to help us with our clock. So we attack for 4, then we have like I think a 3-turn clock from here. Now there's an island. Wonder if they even knew what they were up against.
That's the kind of question that'll keep you up at night, yeah.
Like they decided to win on turn 1. I guess they could. They most certainly could have looked this up. Well, did you find it? You're gonna play an Allosaurus Rider as a blocker that can't block? Yeah, they gotta be in trouble if they're doing that. Unless they have a bunch of Simian Spirit Guides in hand. Well, they're thinking. They're not snap resigning, so maybe there's a little something going on here.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, Nourishing Shoal. Okay. Keep the game going. Yeah, keeps the game going. But the thing is, with their life total low enough, even if they get Grizzlebrand in play, I mean, it's meaningless. They need another shoal. So they're in, like, really deep
shit.
poop. You should name Scout.
You should name whatever Grizzlebrand is.
Oh, Demon?
Yeah, name a demon. Help him a little.
I don't think it helps them. It only helps me. I guess they're going to play another Nourishing Shoal.
At the proper time. Counterspell.
Hooray! Oh. What is this going to do? Summoner's Pack for a green... Oh, you're going to Summoner's Pack for the Nourishing Shoal. Or just something big to exile the Nourishing Shoal. Well, the game goes on, but then you have to somehow win at your upkeep, which seems a little difficult.
This deck has outs. This deck has outs.
No, this deck does not have outs. The deck is doomed now. I guess I'm just not going to show the Aether Vial. Because they have to pay for Pact now, and from there I don't know what they do. Watch me beat them to death? Go Simic Ascendancy.
I think this is the first time I've ever seen. Oh no, never mind.
Summoner's Pack getting paid for?
Yeah. I mean, just to keep them alive, that is. I've seen it being paid plenty of times through Amulet Titan.
Okay, they realize they're dead.
Finally.
They have an island out. Does their game plan change at all? No. Again, we're going to mulligan for Grafdigger's Cage. So we don't have any chance of winning without it, basically. Hopefully we start our game... Well, and we also have to hope our opponent doesn't win on turn 1. That is also very important. That's the key to winning this match. Have Grafdigger's Cage and hope your opponent doesn't win on turn 1. Because if you don't get a turn, that 8-year-old kid is gonna be like, how do I thought I got to play Magic.
Yeah.
Aren't I supposed to at least draw a card first? How can the game be over already?
Sorry, kid. Probably could be a pretty good bracket.
And they're going to be in the losers bracket with all the other Neoform decks. What if you play against two Neoform decks in 1 week as a new player? Yeah, this hand's trash.
Fuck this, I'm going to Hearthstone.
Yeah. I wonder if there's... I'm not familiar enough with Hearthstone to know if there's like turn 1 decks. What do they do? Kept 7 cards? That's not good. This hand's no good. This hand's also no good. Do I keep this?
No, you can keep going. You can absolutely keep going.
This is a pretty good 5-card hand. Turn 1 Vial. Actually, forget that. I wouldn't even keep the Vial. It would just, the tosses are Hardened, Scales, and Ether Vial, and I play turn 1 Biomancer, turn 2 Master of the Pearl Trident. I immediately put a clock on them. Yeah, I'm going to keep this, because I need to win the game somehow. So I have to hope that they have a clunky hand, even though that's sort of ambitious. Like, there's a lot of games where, you know, I just lose on turn 1 anyway. I can't stop any of the turn 1 wins. Sweet, we're not dead.
It's a miracle.
And I'm just gonna lord it out from here. But we're still not dead. Oh, we've got the Ether Gust, but we don't have Ether Vial anymore! Do we take a chance? I think we take a chance. Okay, so we've got some pressure now. I hope their hand is full of, like, anti-artifact interaction or something like that. Actually, I might not even hold up Ether Gust next turn. Their hand might be way more interactive than it needs to be. Because if I play the next one, then I have a 2-turn clock. Yeah, we're just going to play another Lord. It's a 2-turn clock. Is it a 2-turn clock? Yeah, it is, because I have the other Lord. So this is 6 damage. I have a turn 4 kill. And I'm not afraid to try to go for it. Or I might just keep it like this and then we start Ether Gusting. Like, even to Nourishing Shoal, exile something is a pretty big deal. Sanctum is not too bad. So let's say you gain 15 life. Okay, I'm a bit scared at this point, so I'm going to attack. And now pass. And we're going to hold up the Ether Gust. And if they pass, then I'll activate Benthic Biomancer. Serum Visions, sure. What are you looking for? What are you looking for? And if I find a land with Benthic Biomancer, I'll dump the Metallic Mimic, keep the land so that we can play Master of the Pearl Trident plus Ether Gust on the same turn. I guess this also can happen in Neoform. Deck just doesn't do anything. Yeah, I'll keep that breeding pool. So we discard the Mimic. Play breeding pool, shock. Because I think if they play the Shoal, I'll just let it resolve. I mean, I guess I could try to Ether Gust it, but it seems... No, maybe I will Ether Gust the Shoal. No, just resign. All right, we got it. We got one game, and against the Boogeyman. Sometimes, yeah, I was mulliganing for that Grafdigger's Cage. Couldn't find it, but I couldn't part with that pretty aggro hand. One drop into 2 lords, because still got to win the game somehow. I have a feeling our opponent just had a lot of interaction for... Maybe they had a lot of interaction for the Grafdigger's Cage in this particular game, and they just didn't have any combo pieces. But anyway, that's okay. That's round 2. Let's go move on to round 3. We won the die roll, and this seems like a pretty good hand for Simic Ascendancy. Turn 1 Hardened Scales, turn 2 Simic Ascendancy, turn 3 Jade Light Ranger. We're in. Excellent. This is the best hand so far for Simic Ascendancy, I think. Looks great. Probably fetch out turn... I'll probably get a breeding pool first. If I knew my opponent was on some sort of red deck, maybe I wouldn't. This is going to be sick.
You're going to have to update all these tags. Burn MTG 2019, it's almost 2020.
Okay, Misty Rainforest, fetch, breeding pool. Maybe I could get the forest. I don't know what I'm going to draw later. I could go Forest into Hardened Scales to make them think that I'm actually on Hardened Scales Affinity. Urza's Tower. Relic, okay. So be it. Ugh, do I really want to be on the Simic Ascendancy plan now against Tron? But it could be... No, it looks like it's regular Tron. Eldrazi Tron won't play Relic because they're playing with Chalice of the Void. Yeah, I think I'm going to abandon ship on the plan. We need to just get as much power out as possible. We'll play Simic Ascendancy later, though. Although it's also going to get wiped out by Ugin and friends. Ancient Stirrings. Pretty. That's a cute Ancient Stirrings.
What?
It's a cat.
What set is that from?
Magic the Gathering online promo. Blast Zone? Blast Zone? I don't think Blast Zone's going to work the way they want it to. Blast Zone? Oh, we got the Banthic Biomancer. I wonder if they'll just crack the Blast Zone immediately. So, okay, let's just play a Jade Light Ranger, see what happens. Spin the wheels here, Jade Light Ranger.
Go, Jade Light Ranger.
Another Jade Light Ranger, we'll keep that on top. Holy cow, look how nuts this is. Oh yeah, because of the Lord of Atlantis is out. This is gonna be a huge chunk of damage. This is gonna be crazy. If they play like Blast Zone, they're dead. Yeah, that's right. You play that Urza's Power Plant, you know that Blast Zone is garbage. Okay, here comes Expedition Map. Another Jade Light Ranger. Well, I'm only attacking for 9. They're gonna have Tron by next turn. So I can't beat like an Ugin. So let's not play around Ugin. Just put the pressure on. Go, go, J-Light Ranger. Keep putting it on top. It's massive. Oh no! I can't play the Benthic Biomancer now. Ugh! I screwed that up. Because now if my opponent plays like Wormcoil Engine, they gain 6, go to 15. Benthic Biomaster was attacking for a lot! 9. We'll just pass. We'll just pass. Who cares? Hardened Scales is only for creatures. That's sad. Why can't it also be for enchantments? There's not enough enchantment to counter synergy in this deck. Okay, come on, Karn. Play Karn. No, that is not Karn. That's not Karn at all. That's not Karn at all.
He's on the chopping block. He's gonna get banned.
Oh, we're doomed.
Eye of Eugene was banned, and he's gonna be banned too.
Okay, this is pointless. We can just concede here. This is stupid. Can't beat Eugene. No one beats Eugene! Okay, let's begin sideboarding. Okay, so we have like an okay sideboard. We have Collector Oof. We have Spreading Seas. Aether Gust is useless. I think again, this is just not this. Okay, we have to take out Aether Vial. What else is worth taking out? I don't think taking out Hardened Scales is worth it. Take out 5 cards. I just want to take out these cards. These are just not the matchups for this. It's not a long, grindy matchup. This is a matchup that can wipe all these enchantments off the battlefield. Take out 1 Vine Shaper Mystic. Okay, submit. Oh, you know what? I could have brought an Aether Gust. I can counter a Sylvan Scrying.
Sylvan.
They actually have a decent chunk of whatever. Okay, so we'll keep this. This is good. They have a decent chunk of green cards. Nature's Claim. Like pay 2 life? No. They have Nature's Claim. They've got Ancient Stirring, Sylvan Scrying. What else? They got things and stuff. Expedition Map. Where's your map now? Where is your map now? Uh-oh, where's is mine? Looks like they don't even care. They're just gonna curve right into Tron anyway. Chromatic Sphere, that's Paperweight. Hardened Scales. Excellent. So let's sacrifice this. Find a breeding pool. I guess play Hardened Scales, then play our Mimic. Name Merfolk. Tap the Oof. Alright, so if they don't have Tron, we'll be okay. If they have Tron, we're screwed. Because who's going to beat natural Tron? Who is going to beat it? But I'm hoping they were horribly reliant on this Expedition Map. Snow-covered forest. Don't do it. Oblivion Stone. Okay, that's fine. You can't activate that either. Oh, we're going to have a great turn here. We're going to have a great turn. Oh, they might be sandbagging the last one. Anyway, so we'll play this on Merfolk. Maybe this is not the correct line. We should play Vine Shaper Mystic. Then put 2 counters, and then everything would get doubled up this turn. In fact, that might be enough to win. But this is more fun. Look how big all my creatures are. Alright, do not have Urza's Power Plant. No power plant, no problem. Yeah, that's hilarious. We got it. We got one. It wasn't a landslide victory for you. So do I bring this in or what? Target spell or permanent that's red or green. Its owner puts it in the top or bottom of their library. It can also counter Thrag Daddy. Thrag Tusk. I feel like I want some of these. Even though we're on the draw. I don't care. Put that Thrag Tusk back on top of your library. Or just, like, temporary bounce it. This side of the hand is no good. This hand is also no good. They mulligan too. They keep mulliganing? Puts a card on the bottom. What interaction we have? We've got Spreading Seas and Oof. So I think we should just keep going for it. At least one of them. This is not very good either.
Keep it going.
Yeah, this is a one-lander. Let's go to 4. Yep, this is good. This is a good hand to keep. So we will... Well, Oof on the draw is a lot worse. So how do we win this? I think we have to draw a land. I have to put myself in a position to draw land. Because I need to keep these creatures. I don't want to keep 2 creatures, 2 lands. Okay. It's not the end of the world. Ooh, hardened scales. So, if we don't draw that land, we still have something to do with our mana. Yours is mine. Sylvan Scrying, so they're just curving out like no tomorrow. We didn't draw the next one. So my next question, would it have mattered? What are they playing? If they play like a bunch of artifacts that they can crack, then Oof really mattered on turn 2. If they don't, then Oof didn't matter. It's not an artifact that Collector Oof cares about, or that they are concerned about with Collector Oof. I guess we're just gonna keep playing some stuff. Well, I'm not supremely dead yet.
We'll see.
I guess it depends what they're going to play this turn. Okay, so even if we had the Oof draw, it didn't matter.
You're done.
I am not done. I am done when I say I'm done. So we can play Collector Oof now. Ugh, how do we deal with these Wormcoil engines? Like, this is pretty good against us. So we can take a shot once. Oh yeah, you can crack the map right now. Okay, that's fine. Now am I done? I wish I built this deck with a little bit more interaction. Like, even one Merfolk Trickster probably would have helped a lot. Okay, we can concede. They can just play Blast Zone, blow up all the 3-drops, attack with both. I have to block with Collector Oof, and then I'll have nothing on the board. Alright, so that was round 3. Let's move on to round 4. We lost the die roll, but this is actually one of the better hands we've ever gotten. I don't know how many games we've had Ether Vial. Oh, we're up against elves? That's awful. Why are we on the draw against all these aggro decks?
Troll Tuesday.
What, are we getting trolled by the world? Archdruid. Oh, we're not dead. Some good news. I think we can start by playing this. And a turn Benthic Biomancer. And then on our turn, Hardened Scales, Hardened Scales, Hardened Scales, Hardened Scales. Some good news. We've got Grafdigger's Cage in the sideboard. That'll help a little bit. We also have the Ether Gust. That also might help a little bit. Okay, here comes Collected Company. Hopefully they brick.
No, elves doesn't.
Oh, that is not a brick. That is a supreme hit if I've ever seen one. Actually, it looks like we're just stone dead. If they got the Azuri in play.
Don't you just love this fucking game?
So I can play hard. There's a lot of things I could do, but none of them seem to matter. Hardened Scales doesn't even look very good in this particular instance. Whoops, undo. The problem is I can't stop this from happening. Unlike Azuri can easily block everything.
Maybe you'll draw Dead of Winter.
Huh?
Maybe you'll draw Dead of Winter.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I forgot that I have black mana and a sweeper that kills all my creatures too.
Elves doing its thing. You saw it here.
It's too bad. This was a good hand. And they just have like an easy turn 4 kill without any resistance. Okay, so we do have Grafdigger's Cage, which is going to help against...
Is Elves the new Hogak?
Yeah, is it?
Subscribe to my newsletter for $4.95 a month to learn more.
I think we'll play with Ether Gust. I will try this card. So we can put like Archdruid back on top of their library. Or somewhere. Again, like these matchups are too fast for these cards. I'll even take out Hardened Scales in this matchup. Guess I'll take out a Vine Shaper Mystic, but I'm not sure. Okay, submit. Best way to beat this matchup is lord him out and, like, I don't know, Grafdigger's Cage him.
Being able to counter the Coco is good too.
This hand's not good enough. I'm going to mulligan. I really want a 1-drop. I want something to do on turn 1. Okay, this hand has something to do on turn 1.
Spicy!
We'll keep this. Actually, has a lot of things to do on turn 1. So, I have to put something on the bottom? Is that what has to happen? Okay, I'll get rid of the Spreading Seas.
You'll regret this.
So we'll start with Cage. And then from there we can play Mimic and then just put a Biomancer in play.
No Nature's Claim, please.
No Nature's Claim. The Elvish Mystic has been revealed. Heritage Druid. Elvish Arch Druid. Branchwalker.
Old lady and her Branchwalker, Texas Ranger.
Okay, we can play Branchwalker. Why not? Drawing a land would be good. We do draw that land. Play it. Fetch. Get, fortunately, a breeding pool, because I don't have any other islands to get. Take more damage. Play Benthic Biomancer. Be allowed to loot. Dump Swarlog Grove. Attack for 2. They want to block with the Archdruid? Alright, that's fine. Alright, let's see how painful this turn's going to be, because this turn could be awful. Elvish Chancellor, that's evil. That's a Lord. Which I guess they need to play now if they want to get around the Plague Engineer.
What?
Well, Plague Engineer, you know.
But you're not playing Plague Engineer.
I'm not Plague... No, I'm just talking about their deck list in general.
Oh. It's like, what the heck are you talking? Did he finally lose his mind?
4/8/13. This is lethal. I have to block something.
Just tank that.
Well, I got a bunch of Ether Gusts, but it's useless. Our opponent put 2... Like, they've got 3 Lords in play. Okay, we'll pass, but, I mean, we're doomed.
We're doomed. Elves still good. I don't know why Elves doesn't take up more of the metagame. When this deck does its thing, it just rolls right out.
Yes, I guess the problem is they lose to removal. But we don't have any of it. Alright, well, anyway, we lose to Elves. So sad, too bad. So anyway, that was round 4. Let's move on to round 5. I'm hopeful that we're going to play against something that Simic Ascendancy can take on. Well, we'd lost the Darryl for the millionth time, but I guess we can keep this hand. It's nothing special.
Casper Chaos.
It's actually quite damaging. But let's see what we're up against.
Probably a ghost deck. So you have Casper in there. Casper, of course, was a friendly spirit.
Yeah, it's friendly.
A child who was killed long before his time, I think.
Yeah, when you start thinking about Casper, like, how did Casper die?
Pretty grisly stuff. That's what the world needs now these days, is some sort of grim, dark version of Casper. How the kid actually died.
Casper before he became a friendly ghost.
I'm sure Hollywood is working on it.
All we need to do is ruin childhoods. Okay, we're up against Tron again. Tron round 2. Ugh, why can't we have... Okay, we need a 1-drop. Any 1-drop will be good here. Boop! Nope. We don't even have anything to do on turn 1.
Pathetic.
We're going to look forward to games 2 and 3.
This is one of the faster Troll Tuesdays this week.
Oh, we were up against a control deck in one of the games.
Yeah, and they controlled you like a fiddle.
They did. Urza's Mine is on its way. I feel like I've seen your name before. Yeah, you probably have. So let's not let them know how. Like, I can't beat anything. Can I beat something? I can beat nothing. I can beat them having Tron, and they have nothing to do with it. I'm tempted to play, like, Metallic Mimic Construct or something, just to throw them off.
That would really screw them up.
And then they'll bring in, like, a bunch of artifact hate or something. Okay, let's do that.
Name Caribou.
No, we're gonna name Constructs. They have to think that we're, like, some sort of blue-green hardened Scales Affinity deck.
Pro plays where it's 4D chess.
Yeah. Try Uganing this. Well, you can. You can just shoot, though. You can shoot the Metallic Mimic.
It'd be great if you actually draw hardened Scales next turn.
Guess the Mimic is gonna die. Oh, you want more information? Okay, that's where we concede. No information for you. We're gonna keep that to ourselves.
That must be really good.
Okay, so let's try to do the same plan as before. And we'll even bring in 2 Ether Gusts. Again, we have to get rid of all this stuff. Simic Ascendancy, get rid of hardened Scales. Get rid of Vine Shaper Mystic. Or maybe it's Jade Light Ranger we should get rid of, I don't know. Yes, hand's good. I like it. I hope they brought in like anti-affinity cards. I don't know what those cards are, but I hope they brought them in. Anyway, winning games on the play, not that bad. Trying to win games like this on the draw, it's just really hard. So we can get Oof on turn 2.
I'll oof him in the balls a little.
Oh, we have another Oof, that's good. So the hilarious thing is, what if they thought we were Hardened Scales Affinity? Like, how do they interpret this now? I have Collector Oof in my Hardened Scales Affinity deck. They're not even blinking. Not sure what the next thing should be played, but I'll just do it this way. I should keep up the same story. Construct. This time it's Merfolk, though. Do you have Natural Tron? Nope. You do have Sylvan Scrying. I've put my guard down. I had the Ether Gust. What's the worst thing that could happen now?
Oh, Eugene.
Hopefully they just play a Thrag Tusk. Then I can Ether Gust that thing. Yeah, worst is... Well, Eugene is not the worst. Eugene can't get rid of our Mimics. Okay, there's Eugene. So Eugene can go down on 2. Okay, it's deciding to shoot this thing. That's... No, I'm not happy about that, but okay. So now we got to attack Eugene. Eugene needs to get attacked. I can play Vine Shaper Mystic, attack Eugene for 5? I guess that's what we do. I can only put a counter on Metallic Mimic, though. Oh, I can put something on Vine Shaper Mystic. Sweet, I can put things on itself. Okay, attack Eugene for 5. Go down to... So the point is, if they want to tick down for 3, then it'll be vulnerable to the Metallic Mimic afterwards. It's too bad if they didn't... Well, they didn't shoot the Oof, so you don't need your artifacts to work. 3 damage.
No, it's just dead weight.
That's interesting. Thought-Knots here. Okay. I have no way of getting through this. Collector Roof not doing enough. It's probably doing something, but... Well, I guess it's not really doing anything, because Eugene would have attacked it a long time ago. How do we attack through this Thought-Knot Seer? Well, actually, we can. We can attack through the Thought-Knot Seer, because we do have the Vine Shaper Mystic. But that's a 3/5 creature. Oh yeah, we can't attack anymore. They got rid of our chances. Oh, okay, now what do we do? The mimics are gone. I guess we play a Branchwalker. We're about to lose everything. We can put that on top, but I don't think that changes anything. Do 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 do. Yeah. Anything I can do to get out of this? I cannot. This is just miserable. Oh, I'm just dead. They just go -3 on Ugin, and the whole board is wiped. Well, okay. What went wrong? Well, you know, honestly, this was not one of the... Troll Tuesday has not been very successful for the last 2 weeks. I think now on Troll Tuesday, like, the decks have to be a little bit more powerful to deal with the powerful metagame. Whereas,
because there ain't no friendly and...
There's nothing friendly about these leagues anymore. Well, not entirely true. Like, you know, we had some friendly opponents. Or maybe Hardened Scales was just not... Well, but, like, I don't know how to get enough counters on Simic Ascendancy. Like, this is just never gonna happen. We didn't get the right matchups either. Like, if we were up against Jund, this card would have been better. If we were up against Rock, this card could have been better. If we were up against Blue-White Control, this card could have been better. If we were up against, I don't know, maybe just maybe some Stoneblade deck, this card could have been better.
Hogak.
Hogak's not around anymore. It's gone. It's gone. So it just wasn't the league for this deck at all. And maybe, I guess instead of Aether Gust, it had to be like a good piece of counter. Like, it had to be a good counter spell. This was just not good enough. It was just too situational. If it was just Deprive, probably changes a lot. Probably changes a lot. In all of our matchups, too. Like, it would have been good against both Tron decks, and it would have been solid against that one control deck. So, Aether Gust, it's going to get a no from me. And Simic Ascendancy, VRL, well, at least we cast you. And you couldn't get Lightning Bolted. But maybe in the future we're going to bring... I still like the Hardened Scales thing. I still like it. Maybe we could bring it back with, like, as a Simic Hardened Scales thing. That's possible. It's possible. We could see that come back around. Play with collected companies like it should be. But anyway, that's going to be it for the week. We are going to thank all my patrons supporting me on Patreon, who also helped suggest this new fun archetype. And we're going to thank our sponsors, themanabase.com and the MTG Mastermind. This has been Nikachu with his brother playing Troll Merfolk in Modern.